Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Today we wrap up the homestand with the third of three between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's getting close to 200 innings, so I want to see what's his stuff look like, because when you get to that 200 barrier, that's when guys start to have fatigue set in. The stuff's not as electric. The fastball doesn't explode. The breaking ball doesn't snap. He's moving to that range now, so I'm curious to watch him throw in this game.
Now in the box, Eduardo Nunez, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Well, Harold Reynolds, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, they're feeling it right now. You know, they're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on a division. And this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play, even in the afternoon during batting practice. And that's what I see with this club right now.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, Matt, this lineup has been scuffling from top to bottom. You don't see it very often, but they need a spark. One guy to step up, get hot, and maybe the rest can catch up. But right now, they're really struggling.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Hunter Pence comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Matt, we won't see a whole lot of arguing with Jerry. Jerry misses a pitch, he'll tell you, I missed it. What? And if you turn around and you ask him, Jerry, how far off the plate was that? He'll say, Hall of Fame pitch, HR, Hall of Fame. So, Jerry, you got my respect, man. I love it. And the players love him, and so do the pitchers.
And he'll step off and try again. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Career line against Greinke. He's got 8 hits in 36 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And it misses 3-1 now.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Here it is on 3-1. To third. Lamb gloves it. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So coming to the plate, Brandon Belt. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer down the line, but that one rolls foul. Another 0-2 coming. Back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit.
I tell you, Matt, I get excited when I see that. I don't understand why more guys don't do it. They're shifted over to one side. You just take the ball and shoot it to left field like he did right there. That was pretty.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 delivery. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Two out with the man at first. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
He's getting a little shaky trying to close this inning out. Look, he gives up a base hit. Then he almost hits the guy right here. Got to take a deep breath, throw strikes.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Another 2-2 offering. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Good first inning that time for Zach Greinke. It's the Giants 0. Diamondbacks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jeff Samardzija, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's got an ERA under 4. Now, that's not great, and it's not bad either. He's consistent, and he's a very reliable pitcher. So the thing you like about him, give me the ball, I'm going to go get him, and then you get what you get.
Here's Leonis Martin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Leonis Martin.
Ball 1. Harold Reynolds, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is a big game. Nobody likes to get swept in a series. Losing the first 2 games kind of put their backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond as they try to get 1 win in this place as they get ready to get out of here.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. His first home run of the season, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Into the box, David Peralta. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 11 home runs and 44 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tapped up the first baseline. foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard towards second, and he makes a great diving stop for the out.
Batting third.
And certainly worth the second look here, as we've got our camera locked in on him from the beginning of the play, and you can see him stretch out as far as he can to pull this one in. Nice play. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That average for him sitting at 345. 29 homers and 107 runs batted in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. A big pass at a slider that gets past him. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. HR, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, Matt, this is a very aggressive club. They steal a lot of bases. They're not at the top of the league, but, man, they're right there. They're not far behind. They will run at every opportunity they get to try to force mistakes.
Into the box now, Jake Lamb. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. His past meetings with Samardzija, 4 for 11. Samardzija into the windup. Here's the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, he gave up that leadoff home run, and I thought, uh-oh, he's in trouble. But he's done a nice job bouncing back. Got 2 quick outs, and now he's got 2 strikes on this hitter. He's got a chance to get out of this unscathed the rest of the way.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Buster Posey now. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 from Greinke.
Nope.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
There's that classic 0-2 changeup. That is such a tough pitch to lay off. Nice job of hitting right there. Look, the reason it's tough, because the fastball looks just like the changeup coming out of the hand. You got to honor the fastball, and then he pulls the string on you. Nice take.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the D-backs. And today's starter leads the league in strikeouts. You'd think it's easy to play behind that guy, but it's really not, because you don't know when the ball's going to be hit. You don't anticipate as well as you do with a contact pitcher. You kind of sit back and start enjoying the show. Ooh, 2 strikes. Get another one. You got to find yourself.
Here's Joe Panik. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
You talk about a free swinger. First pitch, and he hits a ball that's down and away and gets a base hit. Man, that's not what I'm looking for first pitch, but I got to tip my cap to him. He executed it.
So stepping in, Jarrett Parker, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. And that one right down Main Street.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Comes set, and the 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. At the plate, A.J. Pollock. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Now at the plate, Brandon Drury. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Panic ranging into the outfield. Makes the play, 1 away.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Giants.
Batting
And I'm looking down there at Brandon Belt. You know, this guy has really solidified himself in the middle of the Giants' order. You weren't sure how he was going to hit, but one thing you did know, he was going to be able to defend. And that defense is one of the best in the league because of Brandon Belt.
Into the box now, Jeff Mathis. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Calling for it, Nunez. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Samardzija sets. First pitch on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. Oh, 3-1.
Look, he's falling behind 3-1 right now. You got to know he knows he has a better matchup over there on the on-deck circle. I can see him pitching around this guy right now.
Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a looper to left. Parker is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Thanks again for joining us from inside the air-conditioned Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. And there is Denard Span. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Span.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Well, this is what you want from the guy hitting in front of the pitcher. You lead off the inning with the base hit. Now it sets up the inning. Do you bunt him over? Do you hit and run? Do you allow him to steal? A lot of things can happen now.
Stepping in now, Jeff Samardzija. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. In the dirt here. One out and a runner on second base. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all five pitches, notice the location, all five down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 now to Pence. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1-1, here it is. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Peralta is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for San Francisco. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in, Zach Greinke. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway.
Zach Greinke.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
Hit to third. To his left, Nunez. Throw on to first in time, one away. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Digging in for his second at-bat, Leonis Martin. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
I like that backdoor breaking ball right there. 0-1. Show him something on the outside half. If he swings, he's probably going to roll over it. If not, you might get the call. You didn't get it there, but I like the selection.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
The 1-2 pitch. On the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, David Peralta.
Stepping up to the plate, David Peralta. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before the 2 hitters coming to the plate right now, because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Span is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here.
Belt.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one will get this one. One and two. Here it comes. Here's a high pop-up. Goldschmidt is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Dribbled up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Buster Posey. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Another 0-2 from Greinke. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Striding in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
First baseman, Paul.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Strike called, 2-1.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I'd continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Fastball in there, 3-2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Span going back on it to the track and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 43 on the year for him. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 0-1 on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Second baseman, Brandon Drury.
Digging in, Brandon Drury. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now batting, Jeff Mathis. He popped out in his first trip. Samardzija sets. Here it is. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. A fastball that just misses inside. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Pence. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. One for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We're through 4. It's now 2-0 Arizona. At the plate, Joe Panik. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Called strike over the outside corner.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Oh, the old CNI base hit. The changeup's down. The batter goes down to get it and still finds a hole to put it through. Good pitch. Better hitting.
Standing in now, Jarrett Parker, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Oh, he couldn't have thrown that any better. Fastball inside, jams him, and he gets a nice bloop single to reward him. Wow.
Stepping into the box, Denard Span, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. While the throw pulls him off the bag. Striding in, Jeff Samardzija. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike two.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo.
Ready for another shot now. Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set and the pitch. Changeup too low and it's 1-0.
This is a big at bat. You're down 2 right here and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. This is a big at bat.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Hey, they couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0 now to Pence. Ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hallo has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the D-backs 2 and the Giants 1. And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes ball one.
You know, he's throwing the ball so good today. He didn't get that pitch right there, but he's been getting most of the calls around the plate.
Now here's the pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Zach Greinke. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Leonis Martin. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On its way is pitch number 75. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
High in the air out to center field. Span is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ready once again, Brandon Belt. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Brandon Belt.
Into the windup and the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
1-2 now.
Well, Matt, they've all seen him at this point, and clearly they're not picking him up much better. Do you see the swing on that pitch right there? Nasty.
Line towards center field. Pollard is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Here's Buster Posey now. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo home run for Buster Posey. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Giants have come back to knock this one up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, he was having zero luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats. But it only takes one swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Panic.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's Joe Panic. As he takes one in tight. Had to scramble out of the way there. It's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Drury is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But bye-bye, baby. The Giants get one on the home run by Buster Posey. On to the bottom of the 6th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Ready for another chance? David Peralta. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
The 0-1 delivery. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Well, as advertised, Matt, that splitter has been spot on. I mean, that is the game separator right there. He's able to use that split. Looks like a fastball, and he's using it effectively.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
flying toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's a slider breaking in right there, and if it's not in on your hands, that's a dangerous pitch. He got lucky that ball didn't go further.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Here it comes on 1-1. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Jake Lamb, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And Span will haul this one away for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, center fielder, A.J. Pollard.
Digging in once again, A.J. Pollard. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. And there's ball 1. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Striding in once again, Jarrett Parker. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
David Hernandez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
33, David Hernandez.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. in there, and it's 0-2 now.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span.
He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jeff Samardzija.
Nick Hundley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
San Francisco, number 5, Nick Hundley.
Lays off 1-0. He'll start this one at 269. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Giants down in order, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Corey Guerin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Corey Guerin.
Brandon Drury will bat next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman, Brandon Drury.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen.
And there's the backup catcher, Chris Iannetta. He's moved into the on-deck circle to pinch hit here.
Chris Iannetta.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 delivery. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up. But that was a nice job of laying off.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. The high fastball is in there.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
One and one. Here it comes. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Parker coming in. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 33, David Hernandez.
J.D. Martinez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, J.D. Martinez.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. His average right at .295 here to start play. 22 home runs and 69 runs batted in. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hot shot to third. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Left fielder, Leonis Martin.
Here's Leonis Martin. And a pivotal moment in this one. Tie ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does still exist here.
Nope.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
1-0 pitch on the way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Span is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay to the plate, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Hey, putting together a good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Digging in and looking for more, David Peralta. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Low for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This is where you really got to focus with runners on base. You got a 2-0 count. You have a tendency to get a little anxious thinking you can drive somebody in. Stay focused. Get your pitch.
3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-0 pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Wow, that's a little bit of a surprise. You don't see too many ugly swings from him. He's having such a great year. You'd think he's on most things all the time.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Giants 2. Chris Iannetta will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 8, Chris Iannetta.
Archie Bradley will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Archie Bradley.
Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Nunez.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just got too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
1-2. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up.
2 strikes.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Digging in to try it again, Hunter Pence. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here 0-2. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Fouled back.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Hey, pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Out in front of this is Belt as he rips this ball foul down the right field line. Ready with another 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another try at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still a 3-2 ball game. Matt Reynolds
comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Wow.
Jake Lamb is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Now here's the pitch. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Ready for another shot now. A.J. Pollock. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. From the stretch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. That misses. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Outside. 3-0 now. No count. Here it comes. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Brandon Drury will bat next. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Runner at first here, one man out. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And he's back easily. The 1-2 pitch. Runners going on the ground up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Iannetta.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in now the catcher Chris Iannetta. Hit hard on the ground is short. There is Crawford. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they still lead it 3-2. Fernando Rodney takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
56, Fernando Rodney.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Brandon Crawford.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the 9th. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Here's Buster Posey now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this is going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Here's Joe Panik. His past history with Fernando Rodney. 0 for 4. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And they'll put this one away to end it. And the Diamondbacks have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series, breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. David Hernandez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Fernando Rodney hammers down the save, his 42nd. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Giants, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. A reminder that post-game Valley Metro